Hello viewers, this is Dr. Raghuvanshi from Central Pollution Control Board. I am at the moment deputed with Ministry of Jal Shakti in Namami Gange program. Today we will be learning about industrial sector, especially the unit 4 which includes industrial safety awareness and training. Just to give you a snapshot of the structure of the course will be including introduction. We will be covering the objectives of the course, assessment of training needs. The next section would be covering the training for safety, design and development of training programs, training methods and strategies, in which we would be discussing about the training of managers, workers and supervisors. Then we would be talking about the evaluation of training programs. There are several methods of evaluation of the training programs. So that would be covered in that unit. In next section, we would be covering type of training programs. These training programs can be in plant and out of plant, maybe on the sites or somewhere where we can simulate the work environment. That would be covered in this section. Next would be job instructions and the safety instructions, how to prepare it, how to do it, how to whenever someone goes on a job work, how we can approve them. Next section would be covering safety committee and union participation. There is a great role of trade unions and the unions for the safety culture development within the organization. That will be covered under this topic. Then we would be talking about little bit about the history of the trade unions in India, their role in safety and health within the industry, and in the last we will be summing up. So let's start with the introduction. What will be the main outcome of this course? I would just quickly sum up those. We would be just covering the full course on the industrial safety awareness training. Whatever is the importance for safety awareness and training in an industry, that is going to be covered under this course. Why to provide an industrial safety training that is specific, very practical, accurate and credible to the staff and workers, that would be covered under this one. And you will be able to learn how to assess the training needs in the plant and out of the plant. Another section which you will learn how to design and develop training programs for all employees, including subcontractual staffs, visitors visiting the industry. Further on, you would be learning why the evaluation of the training program is important. Along with, you will be learning what are the role of safety committees, trade unions in improving the workplace and the occupational related industrial safety. So let's start with it. The main objectives of this course have been to describe the training for safety and training methods, also to explain the types of training programs. Another objective is to understand the history of trade unions in India, because they play a very important role to bring in the safety culture within the industries or in an organizations. And further on, another objective would be to comprehend the role of trade union in the safety and health. Let's start with our main section, which is assessment of training needs. Basically, training needs assessments can be divided into the 4 steps. Firstly, to identify a clear safety goal that the training will support. For example, there is an objective of an organization, or say there is an KPIs of an organization to keep 0 fatal incidents in a given year. So that is one of the one way of assessing the training. Secondly, to determine the safety related tasks that worker needs to perform, so that the company may and can reach the goal efficiently. The goals can be the safe work culture, defined working hours, no excess working hours, alcohol free premise, maybe the no smoking in the premise. So there can be a number of goals which an organization can define, and then that is taught or learned during the trainings. Furthermore, the third main assessment type is to identify the safety related training activities that will ensure that workers learn and perform the task safely. That is by the means of toolbox talks, morning meetings, the regular supervisions, surprise inspections, or maybe giving away the memos or the fines, etc., etc. Fourthly, to determine the learning characteristic of the workers so as to make training more effective and grasped by the workers. That is, the training of effectiveness evaluation is the part of this assessment part. Let's move on to the methods used for assessment of industrial training needs. There can be various methods. Generally, it can be the survey among the employees. You can carry out full through survey within the organizations. There can be a request by an individual employee. There can be feedback from the different departments, including the safety departments, conveying that there is a need of safety training. There can be recommendation by the immediate supervisor. All trainings identified by the training department must be in consultation with the human resources, because they do maintain a training register as well within the organization. There can be other methods for assessment, say lapse of procedures. If there is a lapse of procedures, it brings an immediate attention to the top management and the safety department. Another method can be the on-site assessment of the staff. You can look into the workshops in your tool rooms, that how the workers are working within the industry, and this brings out the one need of say assessment. There can be feedback by the hazard response team, or there can be the emergency response team, including there are various say informations which comes from the outside the organization, say fire department and the other departments, emergency departments. The training need assessments, they can be of different types. For example, the assessment can be of individuals, it can be a group-based assessment, and it can be a survey-based assessment. For individual types, normally we take care of front-end analysis, the task analysis, let's do task analysis, competency analysis, etc., etc. These are the part of individual training need assessments. When it comes to the group-based assessment, we ensure that, say for example, there are tools like Delphi technique, nominal group process, assessment center technique, and the reflection on practices. When it comes to the survey-based assessments, it may include an education needs survey, maybe there is an attitude of employee survey, customer survey, or maybe there is an identification of the problems. That survey can be one method of training need assessment. Other type of assessment are also there. For example, organizational audit. There can be a safety audit, occupational health and safety audit. Within the organization, it can be internal audit, it can be external audit, which brings out the training need assessments. Also, individual needs arise up when the organizations go for a general feedback interviews. Let's move on to the third part of our say this training module, the training for safety. Design and development of training programs. Most of the parameters that may be considered while designing and development of a training programs can be what workforce is going to be trained, do we have enough tutors and the trainers, what facility will be conducive to the workplace for effective learning, what is the safety focus of the industry, and does the trainees have the same focus? Do we have the course material ready? So this becomes one part of say parameters of considering the designing and development of the courses. There can be some SOPs, some procedures within the organizations that can be considered as part of this say course material or the trainees awareness. There can be availability of digital media support for conducting effective training programs. There are also visits, field visits, site visits, workshop visits. it can be, say, sort of on-the-job trainings. All these are part as parameters of designing and development of the training programs. Training program, evaluation program, evaluation arrangements should be included as one of the parameters. And then how do we control the quality of the industrial training programs? Also, there are some, in designing the training programs for different levels of participants, following categories may be considered. Say, for example, the basic industrial safety course, which includes the training of or the awareness of the ground level workers. It can be to the level of non-supervisors, the daily basis, the contractors, or any visitors who visit to our premises. Then we have another category for advanced industrial safety course. It includes the managers, or let's say the tutors who have already been tutored. They can be also the part of this advanced industrial safety course. Also, there are contractors who will create the guidelines for their own workers working on the fields. Then there are train the trainers in the industrial safety course also, which are along with the advanced safety courses, they are also given the train the trainers industrial safety courses. Let's understand another criteria for designing and development of a training programs. The basic 5 question may be asked always to design a robust training program. One of it can be who needs the training and why they need the training, what training is needed. There can be another question, at what point these trainees need trainings, and how the identified trainings will be trained. These trainees, how they will be trained. So these are the basic, the parameters for designing and development of a training program. Training material designing, it must consider that the safety training program or the training material must be smart. I understand the learners do understand the meaning of smart. It's a very common term. SMART stands for, it can be the very subject specific, the training material or the training course, it should be measurable in terms of effectiveness. Whatever you have planned, it should be achieved during the course. Maybe the duration of the course, maybe the modules which have to be completed within the course. So that would be a part of achievability. And then how relevant is it to the industry or to the scenario available there. And it should be time bound. It should not be like a non-ending scenario. It should be a time specific. So it should be a smart training material or the training course. Do consider the target audience. Also, it is advised to include the role play, hands-on practice. The people should participate. The trainees should participate while within the training course. There can be group activities, there can be demos, there can be workshop visits. So hands-on experience is one of the advantages for these type of safety trainings. It may include presentations, which can include the live pictures of the site of the same organization. So people will feel connected with those type of trainings. There can be, the focus can be on the sector or the process specific, including the location specific, the safety aspects. So it can be mechanical safety, it can be electrical safety, maybe general safety aspect for visitors, for say contractors. It must include a feedback system, and there should be a direct interaction within the participants and as well as the trainers. It should be designed along with for the group-based training as well. The training material also, it should provide ample chances to each trainee to participate in the discussions. Even the trainer should ensure that each trainee do participate in the discussions and should make a lead as a group leader. They must consider safety related literacy level. The training material should be crispy, precise and directly included within the safety related aspects and the situations. It is advisable not to include heavy or exhaustive jargons, abbreviations or the special terms. Training methods and the strategy would be our another section. Let's look at it. What type of training methods can be? It can be on the job training, it can be simulation method, it can be a classroom training, there can be a workshop training, there can be a participatory method based, a group based training. There can be which will ensure that there is a team building and individual participation. Just a quick glimpse of on the job training. It is one of the most effective learning because you are on the job and you are learning and you are correcting if there is some deviations within the site and within the procedure itself. In simulation methods, you do it, the actual workplace is simulated or designed to provide training. It is also one of the effective method, but the only thing is it does not give you the actual feeling of being on the field or on the job. So it is easier to correct the deficiencies and improve the skills effectively. You can do it repeatedly, that's why it's easier. When it comes to participatory method, it is another most effective method of training. It helps trainees in bringing their own experience. They will come out with their own knowledge sharing, and hence the trainees are in a comfortable zone. When it comes to the training of managers, supervisors or the workers, it's a part of say advanced level of the training because they are the policy makers. They own the systems, the safety system, the health system of the organizations. So it should, the training material, the training should ensure that it talks about more of leadership role, ensure that safety is certain in industry, including all employees, including subcontractors, say visitors, anyone who visit the organization or who have little interest within the organizations. In these trainings, we can always speak about or we can always convey the commitments and the right intentions because the top management is available there. Coming on to the evaluation of the training programs, it is one of the essential component, and the purpose is to ensure that industrial safety training programs are accomplished, they accomplished its defined objective and the goals. Also, it gives top management, even the trainers himself, that to what extent does the trainees have understood the training program, does the material have really reached to them or no. Also, it gives an idea of further training needs in case it is required. Evaluation of training program can be categorized into the training session evaluation, the learning evaluation and the effective evaluation. There are three categories which can be togetherly evaluated by the different methods. Let's have a quick look at back onto the evaluation of the training programs. The training sessions evaluation, it is during the training itself. It is about the training, how the training was done, was the material correct, or was the trainees, they were participative, was the time enough for the training, and similar type of things are covered under this section. In terms of learning evaluation, it is about the trainees or the learners who are sitting in the training, so it is an evaluation for those. Effectiveness is both for the trainees and for the training as well. So let's have a look about the three categories that can be togetherly evaluated by different methods. For example, the trainee's opinion, it must be a part of your format which do talks about the trainee's opinion. It also covers the assessment of trainee learnings. It may be conducted during and the post training as well. Supervisors observations, they do the evaluation do take care of the supervisor observation about the training that was conducted. Also, the post-training assessment, you can understand the real glimpse of the training once the worker or the staff reach to their workshop or to their job. There you can, the supervisors can provide the real scenario that how much they have learned from the training. Also, let's cover up the types of training program when it comes to in-plant. In-house trainings or the in-plant trainings, they are good for the organizations because they have an opportunity to accommodate more number of people, more number of staff. The training hours can be as per the schedule. It can also include the on-site and continuous evaluation. Also, the people can look into their job in case it is really urgent to reach to their job during the time of the training as well. The cost is saved because it is in-house. Even the internal trainers, they can be incorporated for these type of trainings. When it comes to out of the plant training, the people do get exposed to wider type of industries because n number of industries do participate in out of the plant trainings. The costs are concerns, but yes, the people have participations from different organizations, so different divisions, so they do share, and the learning is more in out of the plant trainings. This further we can compare the two in-house trainings and out of the plant or maybe in simulation trainings. So I have just covered all these say advantages. In-house trainings, yes, of course, are economic as compared to the out of the plant trainings because the cost per participant is lower in in-house trainings. Also, there is less chances of networking when it comes to in-house trainings. In out of the house or out of the plant trainings, the people do interact with each others and they do discuss their issues within the industry with the other industry people. Yes, so there is a chances of more interaction. There are chances that yes, the training effectiveness evaluation can be compromised when it comes to the in-house trainings, but when it comes to out of the plant training, it is more of a more stricter and more say stringent evaluation. So there are chances of a tough say marking or the tough say evaluation when it comes to out of the training programs. We would be covering learners, we would be learning a little bit about the job instruction. Basically, a job instruction is a structured and step-by-step instruction of a job that may include what is the job, what is the purpose of it, an overview of the job, and what are the expected or the resultant outcomes which is expected by the organization. Mostly it is on the job training provided by the trainer in the industry for job instructions. It is for individuals which is provided this job instructions. But job instructions must conduct fresh on the spot hazard identification and risk assessment. Let's have a quick look at the safety instruction as well. It is a verbal, it can be a written, but it is a structured statement on know-how of the activities or the occupational hazards available within the location or within the organizations. The effective implementation can certainly minimize the risk. Yes, any safety instruction is given just before the start of the work by any employee, and the responsibilities are fixed within the safety instructions, and it is ensured that the emergency procedures, the safety instruction, the SOPs, all are available, all are covered up within the instruction. For preparing a safety instructions for any activity, I have just given an example. There can be 15 parameters. The major ones are we need to identify the hazards associated with the activity and what are the legal and other requirements. They should be part of the safety instructions. Further on, any necessary approvals, the permits, who is responsible, who is accountable for this job, and in case of emergency, how to take care of it. Furthermore, we will move on to the participation by the safety committees and the unions. There are almost 12 major unions in India, and they do participate and bring changes within the safety culture within the organization. I must say, ensure that the trade unions do take care of this, that the safety culture is, the health of the workers is taken care by the top management. More on the safety trade unions you can learn in the given material. I would just sum up with these points. The trained manpower is always a boon for any industry. They create a safe and healthy work environment. More and more staff look into the procedures, they read the procedures and regularly evaluated, and hence there is a growth of individual workers who are more the safety oriented, and they are taking care of safety and health within their organizations. Trade unions, the safety committees do take a supportive role within the organization. With this, I would like to thank you for your learning, and I hope the learnings would be fruitful. There are further suggested readings. You can go through these, especially the Occupational Health and Safety, the Act of 1970 and ISO 45001 of 2018 can be a good reading for learning. Thank you very much.